This is a professional basketball league. This is a professional basketball league where things like this happens. And it's okay.
Referees in the league, though, seem unwilling to act. Time and time again, games get overly physical, and obvious fouls go uncalled until someone gets badly hurt.
He did that on purpose.
Replays made it even more controversial. Slow motion showed Hartley stretched her fall in an odd way, diving into Sophie's leg in a move that didn't look normal.
Considering who it is, I'm not. Like, Bria Hartley has been ejected multiple times. She's yanked Angel by the hair. This is the Connecticut Sun. This is a team that have jumped through players' knees before.
Some said it was on purpose. Others said it was just careless. But with Hartley's history and happened during what was already a tough game for the Indiana Fever, the team struggled, and halfway through, disaster struck.
Bria Hartley is driving in. Sophie Cunningham, or Kelsey Mitchell, comes down. Sophie Cunningham overhelps, and Bria Hartley just kind of plows through her leg by the looks of things. So I need to see where she plows through.
Sophie Cunningham, known for her energy and toughness, stepped in to defend when Bria Hartley of the Connecticut Sun drove toward the basket.
She was back pretty quick. It's just not a good scenario all around when it comes to Sophie Cunningham. Having to see her like this, it's not good for the Indiana Fever. Not good all around for fans of the sport. Not good for the sport. That biggest team in the league, the entire team is basically injured.
Analysts have pointed out how referees whistle Sophie for small things, but let dangerous fouls from rivals slide. That double standard.
And Bria Hartley right here. This is Hartley right here coming in, and she crushes in on the knee of Sophie right here.
White is extremely emotional after this hard-fought game. Sophie Cunningham family is extremely pissed off.
This Sun team is out of control. Yeah, that was just dirty, man.
What is going on? And it doesn't even matter at this stage. It doesn't even matter. The Sophie Cunningham situation is all that matters.
Bria Hartley always at the scene of the crime. Always at the scene of the crime, extending her fall right onto Sophie Cunningham's legs.
Her family's choice to sue the Connecticut Sun player isn't just about Sophie. It's about forcing the league to finally protect its athletes before more careers are ruined. Because if reckless plays continue unchecked, today it's Sophie, tomorrow it could be Caitlin Clark.
Extending her fall right onto Sophie Cunningham's legs.
Sophie Cunningham's sister and mother weighing in on the league.
Big news from the WNBA.
Bria Hartley is driving in. Sophie Cunningham, or Kelsey Mitchell, comes down. Sophie Cunningham overhelps, and Bria Hartley just kind of plows through her leg by the looks of things.
Sophie Cunningham's season took a shocking turn after a hard hit left her badly hurt.
Sophie Cunningham. Oh, man. I got to tell you, this victory, it came...
Like, okay. They're like, oh, you know, emotions are high, so you just expect an injury. Connecticut Sun, by the way, if you guys have seen, they have done a lot of reckless things in this game that haven't led to fouls. I don't think this is... I hope this isn't reckless. I can't rule out it being reckless. I hope it's not reckless.
How many times must a player get hurt before the league steps in? Why wait for serious damage before calling dirty plays what they are?
Sophie Cunningham. Oh, man. I got to tell you, this victory, it came with a big...
Or any other young star leading the league forward. The message is loud and clear. Enough is enough. What do you think? Should Sophie's family's lawsuit be the wake-up call the WNBA needs to finally protect its players?
Really in a lot of pain.
The crowd gasped. Players rushed to her side, and the Fever's medical team came running. For a while, she didn't move, and the arena went silent. She was finally helped off the court, clearly limping and in pain, with fans fearing the worst.
Sophie has picked up 2 injuries this regular season. Both have been against the Connecticut Sun. Both have been against this team. So this team has blown out Sophie Cunningham's ankle and blown out her knee. She has played the Connecticut Sun 3 times.
Here, this is Hartley right here coming in.
Slide over right there. And Hartley just kind of falls,
and she crushes in on the knee of Sophie right here.
But her family isn't staying quiet. They want justice, and the issue might now move to court. As shocking as Sophie's injury was on the court, what her family did after might be even bigger.
Sophie's sister Lindsay and her mom Paula. At WNBA, maybe you should focus less on playing in on the league. And Bria Hartley right here. This is Hartley right here coming in, and she crushes in on the knee of Sophie right here.
This Sun team is out of control. Yeah, that was just dirty, man.
At the end, this lawsuit is bigger than Sophie Cunningham's knee. It's about the league's future. Because if players can't trust the WNBA to protect
with a big, big, big price.
And now her family has had enough. They're taking action against the Connecticut Sun player who caused it. And fans are asking, how much longer will the league allow these unsafe plays?
The Indiana Fever came out so flat. It doesn't really matter that much. Sophie Cunningham got herself hurt, but obviously it kind of just sums up everything. Like, we weren't going to win this game if Sophie Cunningham was healthy. This isn't like, oh, we lost because of a Sophie Cunningham injury. We were down 17 points when she got in.
The incident has already been accused of dirty fouls. People start to doubt.
I'm not ruling it out. I think it's accidental. I'm going to say, if you're asking me what I think it's accidental. I don't think it's anything too crazy, but I don't think I can rule out, considering who it is, that this is intentional here.
Many fans and commentators quickly called it a dirty move.
Sophie's done for the year. I tweeted out and I was like, of course, someone said such a dirty play, flopping right in Sophie's leg. I don't know.
Now, when she dives, when she sees Sophie leg extending and she dives down, that's an unnatural movement. She dives right into Sophie's knee. That was the part where it's on purpose, okay? All right, that's the part where it's on purpose. No one's saying that when she crossed half court, she knew she was going to do this. No, but when she saw the opportunity, she went ahead and dove into Sophie.
What came next shocked everyone. Hartley didn't just bump her. She crashed straight into Sophie. WNBA doesn't change. Other stars are at risk too. Caitlin Clark's name is already being mentioned, because if the league can't protect Sophie, what will stop another foul from sidelining Clark or any other top player?
And I think when they rushed her back that one time, and she came back to play, because there was a lot going on at that time. I think she hurt it even more, and it pushed the timeline back. But
Sophie's leg. The fall looks strange, almost like she dived right at Sophie's knee. Sophie instantly grabbed her knee in terrible pain and dropped to the floor.
A scary moment as we went to commercial. Sophie Cunningham hit the floor hard, and she is being helped off the floor, heading back to the locker room. This is the play that just occurred.
That's like she tries to slide over right there, and Hartley just kind of falls and makes collision with that lower leg. You see her immediately grab it, and she went down hard and was clear.
The league risks losing both its credibility and its stars. Sophie Cunningham's injury wasn't just a bad moment in one game. It has become a turning point for fans, families, and players calling for change.
What is going on? And it doesn't even matter at this stage. It doesn't even matter. The Sophie Cunningham situation is all that matters.
White is extremely emotional after this hard-fought game. Sophie Cunningham family is extremely pissed off.
Bria Hartley.
Now, injuries are part of basketball, but this was different. This was Sophie Cunningham's second big injury this season against the same team, the Connecticut Sun.
With the ankle injury, we all thought, okay, she's broke her ankle. She rolled her ankle, and one of the times she was back pretty quick. It's just not a good scenario all around when it comes to Sophie Cunningham. Having to see her like this, it's not good for the Indiana Fever. Not good all around for fans of the sport. Not good for the sport. That biggest team in the league, the entire team is basically injured.
Hits with no protection. Then Sophie's mother spoke, and her words hit even harder. She called Hartley a wild, out-of-control player who has caused problems everywhere she's played.
Sophie's mother, Paula. Hartley is a disgruntled player having trouble everywhere she goes. She's playing mean and plays out of control.
Paula said this was not an accident. It was part of a pattern. A player known for dirty fouls.
The Fever, like the admin team, they do a good job of get you excited, oh shit, she's coming back, and then she's not playing another week or two.
Fans are tired of injury reports replacing highlight plays. That's why Sophie's family's lawsuit matters so much. It's not only about one player, it's a direct challenge to the league. They're saying what fans and players already feel. Enough is enough. If the league won't ensure safety, families and players will take action themselves.
Sophie Cunningham's sister and mother went.
Earlier, she had hurt her ankle against them, and now it's her knee. 2 serious injuries in one season, both against the same opponent? That doesn't look like bad luck anymore.
That was just a lot. That was extra. That was very intentional. Now, can you prove it? No, you can't prove that. But you know that there's animus there. There's previous animus versus Sophie. There's previous, rancor and vitriol between the two teams. And it
is fueling the belief that referees are not protecting players.
But at the same time, the referees, there were so many situations earlier on in the game that, in fairness, that the referees were letting them away with. The referees thought, okay, yeah, let's tee up Sophie Cunningham straight away in the game, and that's keeping the game in control. But from minute one, the Connecticut Sun, like, how many times have the Connecticut Sun against the Fever dove through people's knees?
And this isn't just about Sophie. If the suspicion only grew, she's been ejected many times, once pulled Angel Reese by the hair, and leads the league in flagrant fouls. Time after time, she's been part of dangerous plays.
Bria Hartley always at the scene of the crime, extending her fall right onto Sophie Cunningham's legs. This Sun team is out of control. Yeah, that was just dirty, man.
So, was Sophie targeted? If it happened once, maybe it's an accident. But when the same player has a record like this, and the same team keep careers safe, then dirty play must stop. By turning to the courts, Sophie's family is making sure this warning can't be ignored.
The Indiana Fever came out so flat. It doesn't really matter that much. Sophie Cunningham got herself hurt, but obviously it kind of just sums up everything. Like, we weren't going to win this game if Sophie Cunningham was healthy. This isn't like, oh, we lost because of a Sophie Cunningham injury. We were down 17 points when she got in.
Sophie's injury is sad on its own.
So, but again, Bria Hartley is taking out too many players.
This Sun team is out of control. Yeah, that was just dirty, man. Total disregard for, I thought it's a sisterhood. Well, Sophie's a MAGA and she's white, so yeah.
Some even said Sophie's season may now be over. From the way she grabbed her knee, many think it could be a torn ligament or a patella injury.
Sophie's holding like her patella. It does look like it's a patella. It's a patella injury. Normally people will